computer. There we go. All right, you guys. So thank you all so much for being here. I so appreciate it. Let's go ahead and start in a comfortable space. So please make sure that you have hips higher than knees, that you're on something so that your pelvis feels like it's got a little bit of movement. Let your hands come to rest on top of the thighs. One more thing. I was showing Eric some of the video and he's like, I miss music. So we're gonna just try some very low music today. And you guys get to tell me if you like it or not. Okay. All right, so from here, let your eyes gently close. Beautiful. Let everything soften. Take a moment to fidget once again, making sure that you're comfortable, that you can stay in this space for about 5 minutes. And as you do this, begin to come into your body with your breath, finding an inhale and an exhale. And the first thing I invite you to do today, as we're here, is begin to observe any areas of your body that may be feeling tight or uncomfortable. And as you begin to bring awareness into these parts, if your body would like to move, just to give things a gentle stretch, please allow. And begin to send your breath into these areas. And with your next breath, as you send the breath down into whatever area feels tight or uncomfortable, see if you can send a little gentle warmth with the breath to help encourage the muscle and the fascia to begin to ease, to begin to unwind. Please take a moment to acknowledge that yes, to your body, that you are aware that there is discomfort or unease there. And that in this next 70, 75 minutes, you'll be working to help your body in whatever way you can to begin to find ease, softness, suppleness. Beginning to reconnect you to your body. And when you feel that you've accomplished that, with the next inhale, begin to find the areas of your body that feel welcoming, that feel soft, that have that mobility. And take a moment with your breath to explore and play in those areas. Acknowledging that yes, there are parts of your body that actually feel good, that actually feel at peace, that actually do want to move and work with you. Experience with your breath and gentle movement how it feels to be in these parts of your body. And then with the next breath, take this energy of play, this energy of welcoming, and one more time, send this breath into any areas of your body that may still feel tight, so that the areas that are tight can begin to find the experience and feel it, to begin to move toward it. And then when you're ready, begin to center yourself, coming more deeply into your breath, taking a deep full inhale through the belly, feeling that belly expand and open. And as you exhale, gently feeling that low belly, gently drawing back into the center to help release and push the air back out of the body for a full exhale. Begin to find that play between the inhale and the exhale. And notice how your mind begins to shift as you begin to focus on your breath and your inhale and your exhale. Begin to bring awareness into how your mind begins to soften, how your mind begins to still. And in this stillness and this softness, there is also a space of expansion. And feel that expansion play within the mind and within the heart and within the low belly, all the way down into the solar plexus. And from this place of feeling united between breath and body, mind and heart, gently bring your hands, palms facing down, stacking them one on top of the other over your heart. And we're going to go ahead and sing 3 sounds, the ah, the oh, the so that we can begin to resonate even more deeply from the inside to the outside. Gently waking up our vagus nerve, gently turning on our parasympathetic nervous system. So when we begin, take a deep inhale. And in these next breaths, gently set your intent for your practice today, making this an I am statement, something that you most need, something that you most desire. And when you're ready, gently allow your palms to come facing up, your eyes to gently open, gentle smile to curve the corners of your lips. Thank you, you guys. So today, because we have some grumpy backs and grumpy bodies, we're actually going to start on our mats, on our backs. So what I would like us to do is come lay down. Everybody grab your strap because we're going to need that in a few. Okay. So what we're going to do is making sure that you're taking care of your back. You're either going to keep a gentle bend in the knees if you need to, if laying completely flat feels uncomfortable, or you're going to go ahead and place a bolster underneath your legs so that you're not putting as much stress on the low back. Okay, so please make sure that you're doing that. So the first thing I want us to do is we're going to start again keying the breath to movement, because that makes everything that we do stronger, more powerful. So the first thing I want you to do is take your right leg, and you're very simply going to inhale that right leg up, take it as far as it's comfortable, and then exhale, gently, slowly bring it down. And so the trick here is to make sure that the movement takes the entire cycle of breath. So it's going to be a small movement. And then again, deep inhale, bringing that right leg up. Beautiful, you guys, nice. And then exhale, feel that leg float down. Now we're going to key this in, so it'll be right leg and left arm. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale, and I want you to float both the right leg and the left arm up. Full cycle of breath. That left arm is going to come all the way above your head. Arm can be angled out to make sure that the shoulders feel good. And then as you exhale, gently, slowly bring both down. And then one more time, deep inhale, right leg, left arm coming up. Exhale, gently, slowly bringing them both down. Pause and take a moment to see if you can feel a little bit more aliveness generating through your cells. A little bit more energy coming from that right leg and left arm. And now we're going to go ahead and change, and we're going to go move into the left leg. So inhale, bring that left leg up, letting it take the full inhale. And then exhale, gently bringing that left leg all the way down. And again, deep inhale, bringing that left leg up. And exhale, bringing that left leg down. And now this time, let's go ahead and move the left leg and right arm. So inhale, feeling as if there's a connection between these two body parts. And exhale, gently bring them down. And again, deep inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to go ahead, and as long as our body allows, we're going to do both legs at the same time. So deep inhale. Now, this might be difficult for your back. So if it is, then this is going to be, I want you to start from your knees bent, okay? I don't want you to overuse anything, especially the low back, right? We're waking up in the morning, so this can be gentle. So if you need to, from bent knees, inhale, bring both legs up. Exhale, slowly, gently bring them down and bend back into the knees. And again, inhale, bring both legs up. Exhale, both legs down. Take a moment to pause and allow the legs to relax. Inhale, bring both arms up. Over the head, feel the opening. Exhale, bring both arms down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring both arms down. And as you're doing this, just begin to bring awareness into your system if there's a difference between sides. And now this time we're going to do it all together. So inhale, legs up, arms up. Feel that stretch. Exhale, bringing everything gently, slowly back down. And then one more time, deep inhale, bringing both legs up. And exhale, gently bringing both legs down. Good. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, so from here, scooch myself down just a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to move into one of my favorite postures, and this is called Supta Padangusthasana. So it's reclining hand to toe pose. So you're going to start with your strap. Then you're going to start with your right leg. You're going to place your strap around the ball of the foot, okay? And what I want you to do is you're also going to take this right arm and you're going to hold on to the strap with the right arm. The right arm is completely extended, okay? It's still connected to the shoulder on the mat. If it feels comfortable, you can either keep your left knee in a bend so that the foot is on the floor and the knee is lifted, or you can extend that left leg all the way down to the floor. That's completely dependent on what your body is telling you, okay? So next step is I want you to place your left hand right here. I'm waving at you with my left hand, and I want you to place that on top of your left hip. So this is going to be your guide right here. Left hand, left hip, to make sure that this left side stays grounded. The moment the left side starts to rock up, you've gone too far. Okay, so this is not about opening through the pelvis. This is just simply about opening through the leg. So from here, and also note that if 90 degrees is too much for this leg, please feel free to bring it down. You take it to the angle that is most comfortable. So when you're ready, I want you to take a deep inhale, and I want you to feel that right pelvis gently press into the mat as you flex through that right foot, feeling it yearn towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, you're going to very gently, slowly open that right leg out horizontally. And as low as both sides of the pelvis stay, then you're good. So notice it's like I'm not all the way down to the floor. I'm paying attention to that left side of my pelvis, and I'm breathing. Same breath that we started with, so long, slow, deep inhale. We're really working to stay in the parasympathetic system, soothing the body from the inside as we're working from the outside. And then when we're ready, next exhale, I want you to gently engage. So as you exhale, you're drawing that core in, pushing that breath out. You're engaging through your leg, and you're gently bringing it back up. And what you might find as you do that is that your body shakes a little bit, and that's fine. It's completely okay to have the body shake. It means that we're actually isolating and moving into the systems that need work. Once your leg is up, you're going to change arms. So now you're going to bring your left arm, feeling it extend, and gently holding on to the strap. This right leg is still long. If your knee is bent, that's fine. This might just simply be a smaller piece of the posture. Your right arm, I want you to bring out in a horizontal position, T formation, with either the palm up or palm down, whichever feels better. Again, you're going to take a deep inhale, And I want you to feel the back of the pelvis gently press into the mat as the sole of the foot yearns towards the ceiling, so you're engaged through this right leg. And then as you exhale, you're very gently, very slowly going to bring the right leg over towards the left. And this first part, you're still working on keeping the hip, that right hip, down towards the mat. So this might be a very small movement. What we're looking for is finding the stretch and the opening through the outer edge of the hip, down through the thigh, all the way down into the knee. Making sure that you're feeling this in the meat of the muscle, not behind the knee and not up at the sits bone. Okay. Now, as long as your body says yes, I want you to take this a little bit deeper. So again, it's going to be a deep inhale. You're going to feel the back of the pelvis again in towards the mat, the sole of the foot yearning towards the ceiling. And this time you're going to allow that right hip to begin to come up as you continue to come over. And again, pay very close attention to what your body is telling you. And breathe. Again, this might not be a big movement. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome sauce. Nice. And then deep inhale, gently bring that leg up. Put a gentle bend in the knee. Release the strap. Place it over to the side. And then allow the knee to bend fully. Now, if you've got knee issues and bodies don't want to bend, joints don't want to bend, you're going to take your hands, interlace your fingers behind the thigh, which is going to help prevent the knee from overflexing. If overflexion isn't an issue, then you can interlace your fingers just below the kneecap. And we're going to gently move ourselves into Pavana Mukhatasana, wind removing pose. Okay. And very gently bring the knee just to the outside of the rib cage and breathe. So now we're just massaging our ascending colon. Long, slow, deep breath. And then gently, slowly release and allow either that right leg to bend at the knee so that you can feel safe through the low back, or you can feel the extension. But no matter where you're placing the leg, I want you to see if you feel a difference now between that right side of the body and the left side of the body. When you're ready, I want you to bend into that left leg. Again, you're going to take your strap. Place your strap around the ball of your foot. This time, you're going to allow this left arm to extend, making sure that you're not shoving the shoulder upright, right? So the bony structures are still staying grounded. You're just lengthening through the muscle. Your right hand this time, when I'm waving my right hand, is going to come to rest on the front of the hip bone. This is my guide. So again, before we start, I want you to take a moment right here, making sure that everything feels comfortable. As you inhale, I want you to feel that left side of the hind pelvis, right? The back side of the pelvis, ground into the mat. Feel that gentle flexion, gentle yearning through the sole of the foot as it moves towards the ceiling. And with the exhale, gently, slowly, using your entire exhale, begin to bring that left leg out, again horizontally. So it's moving out towards the side. And breathe. And as you're here, just observe that this side might feel a little bit easier or a little bit tighter. Beautiful, you guys. Everybody looks great. Keep focusing on your breath. Making sure that that right pelvis is still yearning towards the floor, still grounded. And when you're ready, with the exhale, gently bring that left leg up. And again, if the leg shakes a little bit, that's fine. It's actually really yummy. Bring it back up to center. Pause. And then when you're ready, you're going to change hands. So now the right hand is going to clasp onto the strap. The left arm is now going to come out, T formation, again horizontal from the body. Palm up or palm down. Please work with what feels best. So this first part is very small because we're again, want you to feel the back of the pelvis ground into the mat. Flexion through the sole of the foot. And then gently, still keeping that pelvis on the mat, begin to bring that that left leg over towards the right. And it's just a very small movement. Both sides of your pelvis are still grounding into the mat. And instead, you're finding that length through the outer line coming from the glutes, possibly all the way down to the outside of the ankle. And just breathe here. Be soft. Be open. And then from here, if your body says yes, you can go ahead and deepen this movement so the left leg continues to come over to the right and allow that left hip to come up and off the floor. Beautiful. So just pay very close attention to what your body's telling you to make sure that you are staying within a range of safeness or safety. And then when you're ready, deep inhale, exhale, and bring that leg slowly, gently back up. Bend into the knee, release the strap. And again, depending on what your body's telling you with your knees, you're either going to interlace your fingers behind the thigh to keep the knee from over flexing, or you're going to go ahead and interlace your fingers just below the kneecap and gently draw that left knee in and around the side of the belly. This time we're massaging our descending colon. Purvana Mukhatasana, wind removing pose. Gently, slowly release. Bring both legs up. Take a moment right here. Feeling your body, pressing the back of the pelvis into the mat, flexing through the feet, engaging through both of the legs. Gentle engagement through the glutes. And then gently pointing through the toes, bending into the knees again. If knees are an issue, I want you to come with hands behind the knees on top of the thighs. Gently bring both legs in towards the center of the body. If knees aren't an issue, you can clasp over the shins. Bringing everything in, finding that length through the low spine. If it feels appropriate, you can gently rock a little bit from side to side. Giving your body that gentle massage. Okay. From here, very gently, roll onto whichever side feels best. And then bring yourself back up into a seated position. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to come forward real quick because I want to check in with you guys. Look at you all a little bit closer. How did that all feel? Feel good? Thumbs up? Yes? Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you. All right, you guys. So here's what we're going to do next. Now we're going to do that same thing, but we're changing our plane of gravity, okay? So this one is called, so this is the thing that I think is so much fun, is that it's like you can do the same posture and simply shift the plane of gravity and get a different feel in your body, okay? So now, when we do it from a seated position, they call it stork. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is I want you to start with your right knee up and your left knee down, okay? Making sure that you are comfortable. So if it's difficult for you to get your hip, make sure that you are stacking yourself with your blankets so that your hips are higher than your knees, okay? Again, we're going to use the strap. So what you're going to do is you're going to rock back so that you can place the strap around the ball of the foot. Okay, everybody got that? And we're starting with the right leg. Again, you're going to hold on with the right hand. Okay, what we're looking for is length through the spine. So if you're rounding here, adjust yourself so that that spine can be long. Now, because we've changed the plane of gravity, it might be that a full extension up is going to be too much, so you can start with a full extension out. Really work with what your body's saying. If bending through the knee with the knee grounded is too much, you can also do this. You can also take that left leg and simply bend it, okay? Keeping the knee up. Beautiful, awesome, lovely. So from here, if you need to, left hand can come down and ground to be support. You're going to take a deep inhale, exhale, and bring that right leg out to the side. Oh, yeah. Breathe. Deep, full breath. When you're ready, exhale, bring it back in. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand, grab the strap just like we did while we were on the floor. Right hand now is going to act as the ground. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, gently, slowly begin to bring it over towards the left. So now we have right leg moving over towards the left. This may or may not be a big posture for you. If your body says yes, what you can do is you can begin to twist your torso towards the right. And breathe. So now all we're doing is we're just advancing the twist a little bit more. And then gently unwind your torso from the twist. Change your hand. So again, your right hand is coming to hold on to the strap. Bring it back to the center. Bend into the knee. Release the strap. And hug the knee into the chest. And again, if knees are an issue, clasp, interlace the fingers behind the thigh. And let the knee dangle, okay? So just do what feels best. And then we're gonna release this right leg. And it's gonna be the left leg's turn. So gently bring this right leg down. Again, if that's too much, keep the knee up. Take your strap, wrap it around the ball of the left foot. Hold on with the left hand. Right hand is going to come down to act as support. Find length through the spine. Feel the shoulders ease. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, gently allow this left leg to open. And breathe. Beautiful. Awesome, you guys. Look at you go. You may have to begin to fire your left glute, just to give your body some extra support since your left leg is dangling in the air. Continue to stay relaxed through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, gently bring that left leg forward once again. Taking your right hand, you're going to hold on to the strap. Left hand is going to come down to act as support. Deep inhale, find the length through the spine. And as you exhale, gently, slowly begin to bring that left leg over towards the right. And breathe. And just be aware of what your body's telling you on this side. So when you're ready, if your body says yes, you're going to take a deep inhale, find the length. And then as you exhale, gently continue to twist your body to the left. And play with this. Make sure that you are really working within what your body says it's comfortable to do. And breathe. And then very gently, when you're ready, release your torso first. And then gently release the leg. Bend back into that left knee. Interlace the fingers either behind the thigh, allowing the knee to dangle over, or gently clasp the hands over the shin and gently press towards you. Okay. And then from here, gently let both legs lengthen. If they want to go ahead and jiggle a little bit, allow them to jiggle a little bit. From here, we're going to go into a seated forward fold. So Paschimottanasana. Again, take your strap. Wrap your strap around the soles of the feet. So this is a little bit like, Joanne, you're going to be the expert in this, because to me, this has always felt like a little bit like driving horses, right? You want to have balance between both sides, and you want your torso to be long, grounding in through the sits bones. So from here, you've got a couple options. If you're already at the far end of what your range of motion is and your body says is comfortable, and you're already feeling this through the meat of the muscle in the hamstring, so back here, and you're afraid that you're going to start feeling it either behind the knee or in the sits bone, then from this position, I want you just to simply begin to bend your knees. It doesn't have to be a big bend. It's just enough to take it out of the pressure that's going to put this in your tendons. You want to feel the opening through the center of the muscle, not in through the insertion or the origin point. So from here, flexing through the feet, notice that again, we're moving ourselves into Dandasana. Our torsos are long. We're grounding from the sits bones, coming up through the crown of the head. Beautiful, everybody. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, you're going to hinge from all the way down here, where the top of the leg goes into the hip crease. And then just very gently begin to walk your hands forward. And this is going to be the entire posture. We're not going to try to take the full Western facing fold, Paschimottanasana. We're just going to begin to find some length. Feeling the shoulders continue to relax. Continue to find length through the spine. Ease in the breath. Beautiful, everybody. Now, if your body says yes, and you can comfortably move just a little bit more forward, then feel free to do that. Still hinging and breathing. Beautiful, you guys. And then very gently, very slowly, let that release. Okay. And from here, we're going to go ahead and move into tabletop. So again, if knees are an issue, please make sure that you're placing extra padding underneath your knees so that you're comfortable. So we're going to again do a little bit of a repeat of what we did with our backs on the mat. So again, we're just going to keep doing this from different planes of gravity. So again, if wrists are an issue where a 90-degree angle through your wrist is too much, please feel free to take a blanket or a little bolster, whatever you need to shift the angle so that you are not putting too much weight or tension, shear into your joints. So coming from here, from tabletop, making sure that knees and hips are in approximately the same line. Knees are about hip distance apart. Shoulders and wrists are also in line and that they are about shoulder distance apart. Spreading wide through the fingertips. Taking a deep inhale, gently bring yourself into cow. So feel the pelvis or the sits bones move up towards the ceiling. Feel the belly sink towards the mat. And begin to find that opening through your abdominal area. Gaze is about 3 feet in front of you. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, you're going to reverse the wave of the spine so that the glutes and the pelvis now tip down. You begin to separate in through the shoulders, tucking the chin high up and into the chest. And then gently release that, coming back into neutral. And then flowing your way into cow once again. Feeling the sits bones lift, feeling the belly sink, and as it sinks, it also opens into a gentle stretch. If you have tightness up in the top, right above the solar plexus, this is a great posture to begin to open into that. And then exhale, finding that neutral space and then flowing from the neutral space into the opposite curve so that pelvis now tucks down. We begin to lengthen and open, extend into the thoracic spine, that middle spine in between the shoulder blades, tucking the chin high up and into the chest. And then gently releasing, coming back into neutral one more time. Deep inhale, feeling those sits bones move back and out, feeling the length come into the belly. Opening into and breathing into that front belly. And then exhale. Taking a moment as you move through to feel neutral before you drop into your pelvis. And then really lift and roll, pressing deeply into the palms. Chin comes up and into the chest. And then releasing, coming once again back to neutral. Okay, so I want you to take a moment to connect into your right leg. And you're going to take a deep inhale, you're going to lift your knee, and you're going to extend that right leg back. You'll start with the toe pointed, and then flex through the foot. Then point through the toe again, and I want you to do gentle circles right here, both directions. Beginning to move. Take a moment and gently draw the knee in and exhale, draw the knee back. This isn't big. You're not trying to touch your nose to your chin or anything like that. We're just trying to move. Then I want you to bring your knee back down so that, again, you're moving into a straight line with the knee and the hip. And now we're just going to open into the hip a little bit. Open out so the knee is bent. Come back down. Open out. Come back down. And this time I want you to do it on a diagonal. So gently draw the knee in, but you're working the knee towards the left arm and bring it back out. And then a diagonal again. So all we're doing is just trying to move in as many different directions as we can. And then bring it down. take a moment, and as long as it's comfortable, come back hips to heels. If it's not, make sure that you have a bolster handy so that you can stick your bolster behind your knees so that you're not overbending through the tops of the quads. But what I want you to do here is just to make sure that we're not holding the extension through the wrist for too long. I want you to bring your arms out in front of you and gently make fists. And then I want you to draw in. I want you to bring these fingertips back in towards you, towards each other, back in towards you, towards each other, and then let it relax. Let the hands shake out for a moment, really releasing any tension. Okay? All right, now we're going to go ahead and come back one more time, tabletop, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just change sides so that you can see what we're doing. This time we're going to be working with the left leg. So again, making sure that you're grounded and set up. You're going to go ahead and lengthen through that left leg, flexing through the foot, pointing through the toe. Bring it back down. Then again, inhale out, left leg, flex through the foot, point through the toe. This time I want you to make gentle ankle circles. Both directions. Good. And then exhale. And I want you just to simply bring it in and lengthen it back. Bring it in, lengthen it back. One more time. Bring it in, lengthen it down. And now I want you just to keeping the knee bent, bring that hip out, bring the knee out to the side. Just working into all the different directions. One more on this side. Good. Bringing it back down. Now let's take it to the diagonal. So this left knee is going to work towards the right forearm. And bring it out. Bring it back in. Bring it out. And bring it back in. And then gently let it relax. Again, come back into whatever you need to so that it's comfortable and that you're not overbending through the knees. Coming back to hero's pose, Virasana. And this time, we're going to do palms facing up to start. And as you exhale, gently bring the hands towards you. Fingertips are floating towards you. Exhale. Eric and I like to watch Bones, and so I always think of Bones. And when she does this, it's dancing phalanges. And now let it bring out. Okay, let the palms come away. Rotate them in. Rotate them out. Rotate them in. And then shake it out. Okay. All right, you guys. So what we're going to play with next is we're going to come up into a standing posture. Yes, go team. All right. Wow. And if you have a chair, not necessary, but some of you I know are like balancing and things like that. We're gonna play with your chairs. Okay, so we're just gonna put it over here for the moment, but I want you to have it in case you need it. Good, there we go. Awesome, you guys. Okay, and one more thing, let's put your straps on the seat of your chair. Okay, this way we have everything that we need. All right, so I'm gonna do this from the side so that it's easier for you guys to see what we're doing. We're going to start with, we'll just start this way. We're going to start with mountain pose. So I want you to take a moment and find your feet. I'm going to remove my socks so that you can actually see my feet. It was 36 degrees this morning when I woke up. So it's a little chilly here yet. This is, I think, going to be our last day of chill. So finding your feet, spreading wide through the toes, grounding. Find that yumminess. I want you to begin by simply squeezing the glutes, pressing down into the feet, and noticing how as soon as you squeeze through the glutes and you engage through the legs, everything lifts through the torso, the shoulder begins to relax. And then let that relax. Bend into the knees, soften through the glutes. And we'll do that again. Deep inhale, squeeze through the glutes. Notice that as you squeeze through the glutes, automatically your legs begin to want to straighten. You feel freedom through the belly because you're connected from the glutes to the earth. Let it relax. Gently bend back into the knees, soften. Do a little shake from side to side, shoulders and hips, waking them up. This time, let's move into our breath. Take a full, deep inhale, squeeze through the glutes, ground. Exhale, feel gentle pressure as you ground the soles of the feet into the mat. Now, next inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Big, full, deep breath of joy. Gaze shift skyward if you choose, palms touch. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the heart, thumbs against the sternum. Beautiful, you guys. And again, deep inhale, lengthen all the way out, up, big breath of joy. Exhale, bring it down. From here, deep inhale, come up. And as you exhale, I want you to bend into the knees, still squeezing through the glutes. Bring your hands to your hips and gently, not only are you pressing down through your feet, I'm going to turn myself to the side so that you can see, but as you're coming down with knees bent, you're really engaging through those glutes and shifting the body weight. If you want to see where your feet are right here, gently lift your toes. Notice if you're still balanced through the front and the back, and then allow the toes to spread once again. And breathe. If you're right here by your chair and you want to move a little bit more deeply into this, you can place your hands on the back of the chair and walk the feet back. So now we can begin to extend. If you are not using a chair, simply bring yourself down into a full forward fold. For me, the way my body works with the back fascial line, especially in the morning, is that I need to start with my knees bent. I need to break that line so that I can really focus on allowing my low back to open into this posture first. So hands are either on the chair so that you're stretching a little bit with your arms up over your head, or if you're not using your chair, your hands are coming down towards the floor. You've got a nice gentle bend in the knees. Please know that if your ankles are not quite so happy this morning, please make sure that you have either a blanket underneath the heel, or if you don't and you're just noticing this now, I invite you to let the body weight rock forward a little bit into the ball of the foot so that the heels are light and lifted. But please make sure that you're taking care of your body here. Making sure if your ankles are grumpy, that you are definitely underneath a blanket or a towel right now. Because what you're going to do is I want you to press down through the feet. I want you to gently and yet emphatically squeeze through the glutes. You're going to bend more deeply into the knees. If your hands are in front, you're going to allow them to leave the chair, open up, bringing them wider than shoulder width so that we can move into an Ardha Utkatasana, so half thunderbolt pose, and breathe. Beautiful, you guys, awesome. Gently let that release, and either hands come back to the chair or they come down to the mat. Long, slow, deep breath. So again, making sure that you are grounded through the feet. And that might mean that you have padding underneath the heels to take any kind of pressure out of the ankles. If you are comfortable with where you are right here, hands down on the ground, that's great. Otherwise, we're going to do a little bit of balancing, which means that if you need some extra balance, take those hands again to the back of the chair. So please do what feels best for you. So you're going to begin by grounding into that left leg. So all you're going to do, whether your fingertips are on the mat or hands are on the back of the chair, you're going to shift your body weight into that left leg. As you shift that body weight into the left leg, you're going to allow that right leg to get very light. The first part of this is just hover. If you've hovered and it feels okay, then you can begin to straighten into that left leg, only if that feels good. Once you are really engaged from the glutes down to the foot, then you can begin to lengthen that right leg back, and it might be very low. You might be down here just a couple inches above, that's fine. You might be parallel to the floor. Don't take it higher than parallel to the floor. If your body says yes, then I want you to swing that right leg out, bend into the knee, and bring it back down. Depending on how that felt through the left leg, you're either going to bend more deeply into the knees, or you're going to do a little pedal push, which means that you're now going to lengthen into that right leg while you bend into the left, and then change. Bend into the right as you lengthen into the left. And just let your body rotate side to side. Again, hands can be on the knees, they can be down on the ground, or they can be hands to the back of the chair. Please do what feels best for you and your body. Take a moment to bend even a little bit more deeply, feeling the release through the low back. And now I'm going to go ahead and change sides. You're going to stay where you are. This is just simply so that you can see. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and shift your body weight into that right leg. Again, making sure that if this is tough for the ankles, you have them well lifted. Shifting the body weight. This first part is simply allow that left leg to hover. Toes are just a couple centimeters up off the mat. If that's exactly where you need to be and your body's like, I don't want to do any more, then don't. If your body says yes, then I want you to begin to straighten it into that right leg, hugging the muscle to the bone from the glutes through the sole of the foot, pressing down, being strong. The next step is to gently lengthen that left leg back. Breathe. And again, it might be just an inch or two off the floor. Please work with what feels best for your body. Then, if your body says yes, gently swing that left leg out, and then gently bring it back down. Again, please go with what your body says feels good. You can take this into a deeper bend, deeper knee bend, or you can gently pedal push, straining into that left leg, bending into the right, and then changing that. So now you're straightening into the right leg, bending into the left, and just gently moving into the hips and freeing the low back. And from here, to gently bring yourself up, you're going to press down through the feet, squeeze through the glutes. You can do this either coming up vertebrae by vertebrae or flat back. Please do what feels best to your body. Coming back upright. One more time, taking a deep full inhale. Big breath of joy, bringing your arms all the way out and up. Exhale. Coming back down. Hands to heart. Okay. Now, we started with reclining hand to toe pose. We are now going to move into standing hand to toe pose. Padangusthasana. This is why we have our chairs. Again, if ankles are an issue, please make sure that they are well padded under the heels. And please don't ask too much. This is simply helping your body learn to hold itself in space and balance. So it doesn't matter how much you're doing. We're going to start. You're going to have your chair on the left side of you, and we're going to start with the right leg. You're going to place the strap, if your body says yes, under the ball of the foot, and you're going to hold on. This is left leg, left hand. Okay, everybody have that. Take your time. So again, remember, we've got chair on the, I may have messed everything up. So let's undo that all because I think I gave you the wrong, got dyslexic. So again, chair is on the left side. We're starting with the right leg. Joanne, does that make more sense? So starting with the right leg, thank you for pointing out the fact that I went a little confused. Starting with the chair on the left and the right leg, place the ball of the strap, or the strap around the ball of the right foot, holding on with the right hand. Sorry, you guys, it's very kind of you. This is the only problem with the mute. All right, from here, holding on to the chair if you need to, otherwise hand to the hip. I want you to squeeze into that left glute and be very strong with that left leg. Then I want you to begin to bring that right leg out, as long as your body says yes. Now, I am not going to be able to tell from some of where you are if your torso is leaning back. If you are leaning back in order to try to bring your leg up, I would rather have your leg lower and have you be more upright through your spine. When you're ready from here, as you exhale, gently begin to bring that right leg out and breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome sauce. Feel the shoulders relax. Inhale, bring it back forward. Good. Bend into the knee, release it, and shake the legs. Okay, good. We're going to move the chair over to the other side. Or if that's too much of a pain, just change sides. Okay. The chair is now on the right side of the body, and we're going to take our strap and we're going to place it around the left foot. Okay. If you're lucky and you don't need a chair, all you're doing is you're bringing your right hand to your right hip, okay? Before we move on, I want you to make sure that you are firing through your right glute. You're squeezing your right glute. You are not jamming your knee joint together, but instead you are squeezing strongly through that right glute so that that energy can go down to the sole of the foot. Take a deep inhale. Bring the leg up. As you exhale, gently bring that left leg out. Remember, this is as high or as low as your body says. Making sure that you have padding underneath your ankle or underneath your heel. Breathe. Gently bring it back forward. Beautiful, you guys. Bend into the knee, let it relax. Shake it out, bring it down. Okay, one more time from here. We're going to move into a forward fold just to let everything release. If you need it, use your chair. Take a deep inhale, big full breath of joy. Exhale, gently come down halfway. If you need to, bend into the knees. Fire through those glutes to support the low lumbar spine. And gently continue to bring yourself down. If you have your chair and you want to pause right here, please do so. If you'd like to continue down to the floor, please do so. Please do what feels best for you and your body. Deep, full inhale. Exhale, deep sigh out. Deep, full inhale. Exhale, deep sigh out. Take your hands to your elbows. Knees are still bent if they need to be, and gently rock from side to side, moving yourself through ragdoll. Just gentle movement, side to side. Letting everything go. When you're ready to come up, you're going to press down through the feet, squeeze again in through the glutes. Whether you come up vertebrae by vertebrae or you come up with a flat back, it's dependent on what feels best for your body. Once you're all the way up, one more time, big breath of joy. Allow the palms to touch. Exhale. Bring them to your heart at your sternum. Pause. Take a moment here and notice how your body's feeling. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back down all the way onto our mat. So we're going to move our chairs. Very gently come back down. Using, again, the glutes. Please make sure that you're using proper alignment to come down. There we go. And here we go. Come all the way back down. Once you're down, one more time, gently draw the knees high up and into your chest, making sure that if knees are an issue, hands come behind the thighs. If they are not an issue, you can lightly wrap your hands around just below your kneecaps across your shins. You can interlace your fingers, or this time you can just gently place your palms on top of the shins. Chin is drawing towards the chest just a little bit. From here, we're going to do one last twist. Again, making sure that you're using your bolster if you need to. Hands are out, or arms are out in T formation. That's either palms down or palms up. Please do what feels best. Draw the knees in towards your face a little bit more. We're going to begin by rolling over towards the left. So gently allow both legs to drop down towards the left. Do this as slowly as you need to, taking care of what your body is telling you as you move. This left hand can come to rest on top of the right knee if that's comfortable for you. Soften and breathe deeply into this right lung and right rib cage. And as you're here, feel your body begin to open. Feel your breath expand your body from front to back and side to side. When you're ready, gently bring that left arm back down. Draw the knees a little bit closer to your face. Then gently bring yourself and the knees back up to center. Long, slow, deep inhale and exhale. Noticing the difference now between that right side and your left side. When you're ready, gently drawing the knees a little bit closer into the chest, up towards your face, and exhale. Now rolling ever so slowly towards the right. And allowing your body to find its way into the posture. And as you're here, excuse me, your right hand can come lightly on top of that left knee if that's comfortable, or you can bring your hand on top of that left rib cage. And again, feel your body breathe deeply, opening your body with a breath, front to back, side to side, and feeling your body softening into this posture. And then when you're ready, gently release that right arm. If it makes it a little bit easier for you to come back up, draw the knees a little bit higher towards the chest, and then roll back up. One more time, Apanasana, energy freeing pose. Take your hands across or underneath your thighs. Very gently rock from side to side. And when you're ready, placing a bolster underneath your legs if you need to. Otherwise, allowing your legs to come out. Moving into your final relaxation, final savasana. If you have an eye bag you'd like to place over your eyes, feel free. Allow your hands to come down towards your sides, palms facing up. And just take a moment here, allowing. Observing, noticing where you've created space. Take a moment to check in with those parts of your body that were grumpy before we started. And just observe how they feel right now. Take a moment to thank yourself for making time for your yoga today. Gratitude for your breath. And then allow that to ease away and come into a space of deep stillness. Finding softness. Finding relaxation. Very gently begin to find your way back. Start with fingers and toes, hands and feet, and allow them to make whatever wiggles whatever circles, whatever movements feels best and most natural for you. And then when you're ready, bring the awareness back up your legs, into your arms. And when you're ready, deep, full inhale and exhale through the nose. Bringing in fresh oxygen, fresh life. With your next breath, use it to bring your arms up over your head to stretch, fingers to toes, bones to skin. Gently draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. Roll over onto whichever side feels best to you. And one last time, gently press yourself up into a seated position. Allow your hands to come to prayer, your thumbs to come to your heart, resting on your sternum. Eyes still closed, breath still soft. Thank you so very much for allowing me the honor of being part of your yoga practice this morning. I honor the divine in you that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste.